Make a little bit of noise. So the song, Thank You for Being a Friend. Who can feel friendship in the room? Oh, try to contain your excitement. There's friendship, there's love, there's goodness, there's peace. There's all that's holy and sacred in this room, and it came into the room when you came into this room. Yes? And I know it's a holiday weekend, so we're a little light, but there's enough good and love in this room to carry the whole planet on our backs. Yes? This is the first Sunday of Advent, and you think, oh, well, that's why there's so much red. No, it's actually the San Francisco 49ers are playing today. And they're this close to making the playoffs. My prayers are going. No, it is the first Sunday in Advent, and so you can feel that the season is in the air. And we're going to begin. I asked Patsy Yarborough to read a beautiful poem as I light the first candle of Advent.
Morning. Hope, the light that begins it all. Before the dawn, there's always a whisper, a shimmer on the horizon that dares to say, hold on. Hope is that whisper. It is the quiet strength of spirit within us that reaches for light before it can yet be seen. Hope is not a fragile wish. It is the pulse of creation itself, the divine insistence that life continues, that love will find its way, that even in the waiting, something holy is taking root. It is the promise hiding in winter's soil, the heartbeat beneath the silence, the unseen miracle growing in the dark. Hope lives in the hands that keep creating, the hearts that keep believing, and the souls that keep shining when the night is long. As we light this first candle, we join that cosmic persistence of light. May we become bearers of that holy hope, refusing despair, seeing beyond appearances, and knowing with certainty that dawn is already on its way.
Beautiful. Thank you, Patsy. Let's take a moment to take the divine ideas of that reading into the sanctuary of our hearts. Take a deep breath with me, and we close our outer eyes. And I invite those of you online to join us as well as we open our inner eyes. And we come to the awareness that all the divine ideas contained within that reading exist within us right here, right now. Dreams yet realized, dreams that just remain beneath the surface, that are being cultivated by the love that we bring as community, individually and collectively. Being cultivated and nurtured and tended by the commitment to a more bright, a more beautiful planet, humanity, and world. We say thank you, God, for this new adventure, kicking off with hope at the forefront of our minds, with faith at the edge of our hearts, allowing ourselves to be fully present to the miracle that is asking for expression through us, around us, but most especially as us. Thank you, God, for this day, the beauty of this day, outwardly and inwardly. And thank you, God, for the birthing of the light that is happening in each heart, in each mind, in each life. For these things and 1,000 more, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Together, thank you, God. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. And so the first carol, I'm excited every time I get to sing carols, and they're oldies but goodies, but this is one of my favorite. I'm going to invite you to get up on your feet and join me in singing, Go Tell It on the Mountain. You're going to need some handing, clapping. We need to get your body involved in the process. Together, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ. That's a nice warm-up. Come on. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching over silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Everybody sing, go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go There's light being born here today. Give somebody a handshake or a hug and wish them a happy holiday. We extend that blessing, that invitation, and that knowing to each and every one of you online. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy holidays, happy Advent. Whatever it is you celebrate, we celebrate it with you, and we're so grateful that your energy has met ours today. Thanks for being here. Go find that person you don't know. There's somebody around you that has not gotten the gift of meeting you yet. You got 30 seconds more. Come on. Fill the room with love. All right, let's come on back. While shepherds kept their watching over silent flags by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Everybody go over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Give yourselves a round of applause. You sound amazing this morning.
Yes, you do. There's definitely a holy light in the room, and spoiler alert, it is all of us. So thank you for being here this morning. Thank you to our prayer chaplains who are definitely a holy light in our lives, who are available for prayer before and after every service, who see us in our brightest and best selves, and who are praying for us in the room and online. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your light. As you know, we have so much going on in this community, and we are about to look at some slides that have those on them, and it's a great time to take out your phones because I am only going to highlight a few of them, but there are many more on the slide, on the app, and on the website. So here we go. So this Wednesday, December 3rd at 7 in the Peace Chapel, we are having our service of remembrance. So a beautiful time to honor those who have passed on from this realm, but stay in our hearts and our ever presence. That's Wednesday on December 3rd. Friday, December 5th, we have our family Christmas party, a well-anticipated party. That is from 6 to 8 downstairs in Holy Grounds. Definitely a fun time. And then as we are giving back to the community, we have our Angel Tree Project. So downstairs in Holy Grounds, there is a tree, and you can pick an angel. That angel will have a gift on it, and you can return the unwrapped gift to the tree by December 14th, and that will go out to families in need. So again, it's how we put the U in community. So yes, we have a lot going on, but part of what's going on is we have some new people in the house, I think, maybe. So our welcome team is coming forward. They have a welcome packet in their hands and a smile on their faces. And in that welcome packet, there's a Let's Connect card. You can fill that out with a pen in the seat pocket in front of you. You can scan the QR code if you're fancy, but we don't want to lose this opportunity to stay connected with you. So if you are here for the very first time, would you raise your hand nice and high in the air so we can show a little Unity North love? Thank you, thank you. And we have some over here on the other side. But if you'll keep your hands up, we will get a packet to you. That is a promise. Keep your hands up and we'll get a packet to you. Thank you so much. We're going to keep on clapping while we get these packets to them. Come on. And to all of our new friends, our newcomers, downstairs after service, you can join us for coffee and conversation. You can find out more about Unity North. So if you're new or new-ish, please join us downstairs at the welcome table. It is specially marked. You can't miss it. And being here for the first time, you get a special announcement.
A special announcement?
Yes.
For the first time? Okay. Well, we have been for several, I don't know if it's for the new people.
It's not for the new people.
It's for everybody. It's the child in every one of us.
I was
We've
trying
had
to
a couple
transition.
of months without somebody overlooking and overseeing our children's youth program, from high school down to the babies. And we've been looking for the perfect person in order to fill some big shoes and to take our kids' ministry to the next level. And we went through several interviews and several resumes and landed with somebody who was already in our midst. And so we have a picture of this beautiful young lady. Sarah Michelle Bloodworth is now the official youth ed coordinator here at Unity North. You can make more noise than that. Come on. She's got a big task in front of her, but I'm going to invite each and every one of you to be grateful to start off this Advent season by going down and thanking the Sarah Michelle and the team that is doing an amazing job of nurturing our children, of creating light and love in the consciousness of the kids all the way up to high school. Sarah Michelle's going to need, she's got a big job in front of her, and she's going to need help. We're going to be asking you to volunteer to help down there and to get that light that's downstairs as well as upstairs in the months to come. But right now, we're going to go into meditation. And I asked Danielle to lead the meditation today, so I'm just going to sing into it with this very simple song. It's about stillness. This time of year, lighting candles causes us to stop and to pause, to breathe, and to simply be present. So let's take a deep breath. Let's join our voices as one and our hearts as one. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Let your whole body relax. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. One more time. Let your whole body and mind relax as the lights come down. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
As we are present in this now moment, let us take a deep breath, and on the exhale, be aware of your own stillness. If there is comfort in that stillness, welcome it. If there is discomfort in that stillness, welcome it also, because it can pass. Be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to hear the sounds around you. Allow yourself to be still as the world moves. If there are thoughts begging to be let in, inhale as you gently invite them in, and exhale as you gently invite them out. They can flow in and they can flow out just as easily. Be patient with yourself as you would be with others. Slow down. Embrace the quiet in your mind. For in the stillness is the divine, and the divine resides within us. So we are blissfully in the wake of divine stillness. And as we move into the silence, let us remember we only have one goal: embrace the stillness. Maintain your stillness. Remember, this feeling is always there within you. Whether your eyes are open or closed, the peace, the stillness, the divine is only a breath away. Namaste.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, and dark sacred nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, they're so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, yeah, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Chelsea Douglas. Beautiful. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Will. Thank you, band. When was the last time you just stopped and you paused and you took a breath and you went, what a wonderful world we live in? Hopefully you did that Thursday. And now we can do it again next Thanksgiving, right? Or is it something that was being cultivated here that we're doing it all the time? We're stopping and pausing and paying attention. We're pretty darn blessed. What do you think? I want to just give Deborah some respect and love and appreciation to some things that happened over the last week or so. There were over 100 people here for Thanksgiving. And people who had no place, no family to go, and they came and they had family here. And that charge was led by Deborah White and her amazing team. Where is Deborah's here? Deborah right there. Thank you, thank you. Anybody on that team stand up so we can make some noise? If you were part of the Thanksgiving team, we're so incredibly grateful for you. The other thing is, you know, we put it out there. We need help decorating the church for Christmas. And we only had 5 people show up. But those 5 people, all over the age of 75, I think, made this place look beautiful. If you were part of that team, will you please stand up so we can thank you? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm putting my order in for next year, at least 5 of you that can go up and down that ladder as quickly as I can. I found calf muscles I did not know that I had. Take a breath, everybody. It is a wonderful world, yes? A little story to get us going today. An elderly couple was out driving on a Sunday drive. They were an elderly couple, and they were real small. Neither one of them could really see over the dashboard much. They were sitting, hunkered down in their seat, trying to look at the beautiful sights around them, and they were on their cruising along journey, and they came to an intersection. And there was a red light, and they rolled right through the red light. Well, the wife and the couple said, oh, gosh, I could have sworn that was a red light, but I'm not too sure. I'll just wait and see. I won't say anything. And then pretty soon, a couple minutes down the road, they come to another 4-way stop in the intersection, and there is another red light. And the car rolls right through it, right through the red light. And she goes, I could have sworn that was red, but I really don't want to hurt his feelings. I'm not sure, but I'm going to wait and really pay attention at the next intersection. Sure enough, a couple minutes down the road, they come to another intersection, and there it is, a big, bold, red stoplight. And the car rolls right through the stoplight. And she turns to her husband, and she says, Fred, do you realize that we just ran through 3 red lights? You could have killed us. Fred looked at his wife and said, I thought you were driving. Here is some of you have been there, I think. We're all driving. Every one of us is in the driver's seat of life, of the world that we want to create, the life and the dream we want to create. Yes? Sometimes it's a good thing to stop, pay attention, and use the red lights that are in our path to remember that we're all driving. And if we don't stop and pay attention once in a while, we are probably destined for a crash. The master teacher Jesus said, come apart for a while. And I say, come apart for a while, or in a while, you're going to be coming apart. Today is one of those intersections. You know, I was with my friends Judy and Ron the other day. And we came to an intersection in Marietta that had like 6 roads. Remember? All converging. All these roads coming together at one point. And Ron said, you better pay attention. He'd never seen anything like that in Minnesota. But the reality, it was a busy, crazy intersection. And today we have an intersection before us on this first Sunday of Advent. This is the end of our series. 5-week series on the garden, using my backyard as a metaphor. It's also Thanksgiving weekend, and it's also the beginning of Advent, and it's also the kickoff to our holiday match. And it's also a time of grief, as we said goodbye just this morning to a member of our congregation, Andy Willett. And all these emotions, all these ideas, all these things are cooking and stirring and within us. What do you do with it? Well, I did. I stopped, and I paused. And I took a moment to listen to the red light that said, what wants to be said at the convergence of this intersection? I don't really know what needs to be said, So I asked for the common theme to all of them, and then I got quiet, and I got still. And here's what's at the intersection that we're meeting today: gratitude, hope, generosity, and Sabbath. I want you to say those with me: gratitude, hope, generosity, and Sabbath. One more time. Let those divine energies, divine ideas live in you as you say them one more time. Gratitude, hope, generosity, and Sabbath. So let's start with slide number 1. This is the completion of our 5-week series based on the garden. And we learned a lot when we went walking through the garden of our experience and our life and our community. In week 1, we remembered the truth that we are not spectators in the garden. We are not here to be tourists in the garden. We are here to be the actual gardeners. So we learned about responsibility, our ability to respond to life when it's thrown at us. It is our job to be responsible. In week 2, we visited the idea that sometimes responsibility means trimming, means pruning, means clearing the paths and letting go of things that no longer fit in the garden. In week 3, we developed our faith. We began the journey, really, of Advent when we talked about the hope that we don't dig up the seeds when they're planted. You've put the bulb into the dirt and the soil of consciousness. You don't keep digging it up or it doesn't grow. You never get the bloom. And then in week number 4, it was all about feeding what you want to grow. There's the big duh. There's the new thought principle in action. You only grow that which you feed. What are you fertilizing with your time, your energy, your money, your investment of belief? Today is all about the harvest. Take a breath. Don't you love it when it's harvest time? And the roses have all suddenly in bloom. All the work has paid off. Today is week 5, and it is the harvest. The garden is flourishing, and the final step before we rush back into the garden to do all the work again is to stop and smell the roses. Say that with me. Stop and smell the roses. We're about to hit the busiest season of the year. It's the most busiest time of the year. And we get all involved in the activities and the lights and the decorations and the parties and the things that we have to do, and we forget to stop and smell the roses. The work has been done, and now the blooms are showing up. We've tilled and trimmed. We've planted and patiently waited. Now the garden of visions, the gardens of dreams, the garden of possibility calls us to stop and enjoy the fruits of our labors. How often do we do this? You know, we sometimes live as human doings, and we think, I've got to do more. I've got to be more. I've got to attend more. I've got to be more active. And the reality is, could it be that we're called to simply be during this holiday season? To pause, to breathe, to exhale. This is the art of Sabbath. This is the art of gratitude. This is the art of appreciation and the art of celebration. Road number 2 and road number 3 at our intersection. Thanksgiving and Sabbath. Breathe with me. In the story of creation, 6 times, the infinite creator, in all of her glory and magnificence and light, stopped to pause and say, it's good. It's good. And those of you who are scholars say, wait a minute, there were 7 days of creation. But on the 7th day, she stopped to pause and say, it's not just good. It's very good. Say that with me. It's very good. It's very, very, very good. And those who never stop and pause to take in the garden miss it. Those who never pause to say, it's very good. How lucky and blessed am I, never reap the benefits of the garden. In this creation story, recognizing the good was not an afterthought of the Creator, that we are created in the image and after the likeness of. It was not an afterthought. It was the consciousness throughout the process of manifestation. It was the starting point of manifestation of what could be. Good was the plan. Good was the consciousness. Good was the design. And good was the divine DNA woven into all things. And I invite you to hold that idea today as I give you the first of several things I'm going to ask you to write down. So get out those notepads. Some of you are already good students ready to go. And I'm going to give you the equation that I want us to be working on for the entire season of Advent. Let's go ahead and put it up there. Next slide, please. This is the moment when we recognize the good was there at the beginning, the middle, and the end, where hope becomes faith. Faith becomes gratitude. Gratitude becomes generosity, which becomes realization. Everything's created twice, first in mind and then in reality. And then the realization becomes a manifestation and the roses bloom. Take a picture of it. I'm old-fashioned. I told you to write it down. Go ahead and take a picture of it. I want you to revisit that equation every day of Advent. This is the problem, as I stated when I've been through the garden experience. Week 1, I shared, I go out into my backyard, and I sit down to enjoy it, and all I see are the things that need to be tended. All I see are the things that need to be fixed. All I see are the things that I sit there for 2 minutes, and I'm up in the garden, back to work, back to work, back to work. And I never get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. The other day, I tore into an area in my yard that had been neglected for years, and it looked really beautiful. I went in the backyard to sit and look at it, and within 2 minutes, I was back to work on another area. It is important. If it's important enough for the Creator to pause and stop and say it is good, it is important enough for us to do that. So I invite you to bring to your mind right now the beauty in your life and to see that this equation was implemented at some point. It was only a possibility. Oh, I hope this could happen, like a kid on Santa Claus. But when you were diligent enough about tending the garden, it eventually becomes manifestation. Yes? One of the challenges with running a very busy and active community, a church, a spiritual center, is we have all these plates going. And they're moving, and we're keeping them going, and they're not dropping. And then it's really easy to forget to stop and smell the roses. And life becomes a series of check marks. Check mark, survived another Christmas, survived another Easter, survived another white stone ceremony, another burning bowl. This is my checklist that starts in December. Another service of remembrance. Check. And at the end of the time, I crash and I burn, and I didn't get to enjoy any of the beauty of it because I was so good at spinning plates. Anybody recognize that? The other day when I had 5 people putting up all these beautiful decorations, taking them out of boxes where they had not been put away too well, everything was smashed. That tree that you see there was about this big around. These poor poinsettias were screaming, "Let me out, help!" And the other day, usually it's a check mark. Okay, we got the sanctuary decorated. Whew. Hard work. And usually I go running out the door to go back into my life. The 5 people who had helped had left, and I stopped at the back door. And for the first time, probably in 17 years, I just sat down, and I went, it is good. It is very good. And I did the same thing on Thanksgiving. Usually I'm rushing out because my family doesn't want to be here at church. And I usually rush out, get into the car, and rush to the party. And I stopped and I paused at the door downstairs and I looked into the window as everybody was full of joy and smiles. Good food, really good food. And I went, this is good. This is really good. How often do we stop when it comes to community and just count the right notes? Count the beauty. Count the goodness. I wish I did it more often. My vow this Advent is to do it more often. To stop and recognize we're pretty darn lucky here. What we have here in this community is very special. And it's easy to take for granted. What's in the garden of your life? I want you to bring something to mind that is good in your life and hold it through the entire month of Advent. One of the challenges of getting so busy is we forget to recognize how lucky we are. The series has been about feeling. It's been about knowing and feeling the good before it has arrived, putting in the work before the manifestation, the hope and the faith and the gratitude that was there before the manifestation, before the roses were popping out, tending the bush with gratitude and love before the roses showed up. That puts us at the red light at the intersection of Advent. That's what Advent means. It's the arrival of something long expected. Hope and faith. Sometimes we human beings are especially in New Thought. We're always talking about how we can be better, how we can grow more, how we can manifest more, how we can do more, how we can be better, how can we take the next right step. And that's a good, holy thing. But could it be that the next right step in the garden, in the community at Advent, is to simply pause and stop and breathe at the red light, look over the dashboard and say, it is good. How blessed am I? Say that with me. How blessed am I? And there is nothing profound about that. We could get up here and be more profound, but maybe the most profound thing to do is to follow the lead of the Creator itself and say, it's good. It's really good. It's very good. And the very act of doing that then invites more good. The very act of noticing makes something more beautiful. Before we rush into the holiday lights, the decorations, the gatherings, the events, Spirit is whispering to each and every one of us right now. And Spirit is saying, stop. Stop. Look. Listen. After everybody's gone, stop and smell the roses. Savor the moment. I don't know about you, but my head can go a day, a week, a month, a year in advance, and that's smart. That's smart to do as a human being, but not so smart to never live and savor the moment and the beauty of simply lighting a candle, looking at some poinsettias, and recognizing that the face of God is to your left and to your right. That the face of God, the essence of God, is right here in the midst of all of us. I'm going to give you some homework, so get that pad out. This is the homework for the Advent season. Number 1, let's go ahead and put it up there. I want you to identify 3 blessings that have bloomed this year. 3 things that maybe you took for granted. Maybe it happened in February last year or this year. I want you, go ahead and take a picture. 3 things, write them down. Visit them every morning and call it good. Call yourself blessed. Every single day of Advent, I want you to visit the blooms that happened in your garden because you put the work in. Number 2, I want you to identify 3 blessings of this community. I want you to not take this place for granted, but 3 things that have happened this past year in this community that touched you at depth. It may be 3 people. They may be in the room next to you right now. 3 people who in this community showed up for you in a way that you were deeply moved and touched. Write them down. Visit them every single day in Advent. Call it good and give thanks. Number 3, this is the process of manifestation. You're gone from hope. Maybe you're into faith. You're into gratitude. I'm going to invite you to live there and to cultivate the soil of the next dream and the vision. The inner blooms that haven't manifested yet, you know, you can feel them on the inside. The rose is there, but it hasn't showed up here yet. I want you to, and this is probably one of the most important steps, write it down. Put it on a piece of paper, and every morning and every evening during the Advent season, to know that you are giving birth to something holy. You're giving birth to something good, and it hasn't manifested yet, but it already is in the mind of the one done. In your heart and your mind, it is complete. And then number 4, perhaps my favorite at the holiday, don't miss the opportunity to share it all. To share it, to speak it, to invite somebody into your garden, to invite somebody into your Advent season. And be grateful for all of it. Write it down, visit it every day, and call it good. When beauty takes your breath away, don't keep it to yourself. That's selfish. Offer a rose to a weary soul. Offer the scent of hope with someone who's forgotten that life is still wonderful. That's Advent to me. It's not fancy decorations or trees. It's the giving away of that which you have realized within, that which you have manifested is be generous. Number 4 on the road in this busy intersection, to stop and to pause and say, come on in, the water's fine here. It's looking at the good in your life, the good in your community, the coming attractions in your life and in your community, and then sharing it with somebody. Why in the world, if what's happened here has changed your life, would you not invite somebody to Christmas Eve? Why would you have developed a spiritual principle in your mind and heart and life, not want to share it with somebody because we're so afraid it's proselytizing. That which is offered in love and planted in the garden and in the soil can only bless those around you. How selfish of you to keep it to yourself. Share it all. Pull the rose out and let somebody smell it. Advent is the moment when light begins to stretch across the horizon of our souls and our lives, whispering, something beautiful is here. Get in touch with that inner child that was so excited about what Santa Claus was going to bring. What is Christmas Day going to bring? Be that excited to offer it to somebody else. I'm excited to how beautiful life is and how beautiful life is getting every single day as more and more is coming. It's when blessings that we see remind us that countless more are happening because I'm using that equation of hope and faith and gratitude and generosity and realization and manifestation all shared. You see, this process and this season is not only about the birth of a beautiful man who is in touch with the true essence of our soul over 2,000 years ago. It is about preparing the manger of our garden, the manger of our intersections, the manger of the red lights, the moments that we take and that we make to say, how blessed am I? It's the manger of our hearts and our spirits serving as the stable to welcome a new possibility, a new good already stirring within us. Let this be a birthing. Revisit that list that I asked you to revisit every day and give birth to something. And then share the baby with anybody. Pass it around. And then invite anyone who is the least bit interested into the garden to share of your harvest. That's abundance. That's the abundance of the season. That's the beauty of the season. We could sit here on a bare stage, and if we were generous with each other, that's the crossroads that makes it all beautiful. Ultimately, that's what the whole season is about. Thanksgiving, Advent. The series is share of the fruits of your labors. Share of the good of your work, of your efforts, of your spiritual path. You know, the world says this clearly. Let's go ahead and put the next slide up there. This is what, I don't think I have it. I'll see it when I believe it is what we are cultivating. Everybody's walking around, I will believe it when I see it. And they are perpetually waiting. You will see it when you believe it. The garden is already ripe for harvest. The garden is already rich with roses. Pick them and give them away. Let others borrow from your faith, from your spiritual principles. Let others dip into the good and the pool of your awakening and walk in the garden of beauty and possibility that is the Advent season. So these are my challenges for each of you for every day in the Advent season. The last slide, please. I want you to stop. Just stop. Whatever it is you're doing, stop. Look over the dashboard. Wow, pretty amazing. Look around. Smell the roses. Call it good. Give thanks. Activate hope for what is still at the next intersection, at the next stoplight, at the next horizon, and then share it with everybody. And look out. This can be the most abundant, most meaningful Advent season that you have ever spent. Let's read those words together with a powerful voice, a powerful commitment to living them. Together, stop, look around, smell the roses, call it good, give thanks, activate hope, share it. This is the time in the season where the holiday match comes in. This is when we invite you as members of this family and this community. We're going to move into offering now, where we say, take a moment and go, it's good. It's really good. It's not perfect. Some of us are living lives the church sometimes looks like a poinsettia shoved into a box and smashed down, or a tree smashed down. But we're breathing together. We're stretching together. We're moving and growing together. I'm asking you to, in addition to your tithe that you give every week or every month to this community, this is the only way that Unity North makes its end of the year budget is the generosity of those who have stopped and paused and realized this community is pretty darn special. It's pretty amazing, and I get to share this experience with a lot of people. In the seat back pockets, there is an envelope, and a small handful of people that did Thanksgiving, a small handful of people that decorated the stage. We have a small handful of people, angel donors, who said, I believe in this community, and they've come up with $45,000. $45,000 to challenge each and every. That's not a small thing. I call it very good. And they've asked us to match that $45,000 over the next month. This match is going to be going through January 11th, so you're going to have Burning Bowl and White Stone, all those wonderful things that we love. Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock, a beautiful, beautiful ceremony, a little different than usual this year. I'm going to invite you to stop at each one of those ceremonies and in each of the Sunday services leading up to the end of the year and go, it's good. It's very good. And to reach into your pocket, your bank account, and help us make the end of the year budget by putting a little extra in that holiday match. I believe that it's already bloomed, that we've not only doubled the $45,000, but it's more than that. I can feel the rose. I invite you to be a part of being a gardener in this beautiful thing we call Unity North Atlanta Church. Over the next several weeks, prayerfully consider what it is that is your contribution to this family and to this garden. Right now, let's join in consciousness for the offering that's about to happen. And we're going to sing and have a wonderful blessing of a song. And I don't usually do this. Danielle usually does this. So I'm kind of out of practice. We're going to ask for you to say our mission statement together to realize this is what is happening here on this garden. Together, we are a loving community of spiritual seekers who celebrate diversity, acceptance, and oneness. And if you think that's a small thing, I call that very good. You can go to 10 churches within 10 miles of here, and they will tell you that you're welcome, and then they will tell you you have to change. We don't do that. We don't. That diversity and that acceptance and that oneness is a rare thing, and I'm asking you to invest in it. Right now, we have an affirmation. I'm going to ask you to put it up there. Let's say it together. We are so blessed. We are so prosperous, and it is our great pleasure to share of our blessings and to share of our prosperity. And in the giving, the entire world is blessed. Thank you, God. Let's raise our voice in song, and let's feel the goodness and the blessings of this garden as we sing together. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. You got one more in you? Come on, you already know we're singing. We are so blessed. The ushers will be having those baskets in their hands on the way out. Begin the process of sharing the garden. Right now, we're going to share the beautiful garden with Chelsea Douglas to come back up here and to sing an old chestnut like you've never heard it before. Please welcome Chelsea Douglas to the platform.
Thank you. I would love to hear y'all singing with me on this one, all right? And I think we manifest the rain to go on this one as well. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshining day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshining day. Yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. All right. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is a rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshine day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. I look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshine day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshine day. I look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. I look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. Hey, come on. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Yeah, here is a rainbow I've been praying for. It is gonna be a bright, 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 sunshine day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshine day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshine day. I heard y'all on that one, yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's a bright, sunshiny day. It's a bright, sunshiny Advent season before us. But we got to stop at the intersection. You're going to go out those doors and you're going to hit 100 intersections, probably in this week. Stop at the red light, look over the dashboard and go, what a wonderful, wonderful world. It's a bright, shiny day. Let's close the service as we began. And when you're at that stoplight, you're going to go tell it on the mountain that light is being born. Good is being born, and it's happening in you, through you, around you, and as you. Let's kick in, go tell it on the mountain. Get your hands going. Up on your feet, join hands and hearts and attentions, and let's sing it. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born in you. Over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ. Let's do it a little a cappella. Go. You sound good. I'm going to call that very good. One more time now. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. In you, around you, and as you. Have a wonderful Advent season. Revisit your list often. We'll see you next Sunday.